This is it, man. This match was really, really good. And once again, fighting Mertyville. It was just a great place to go if you want some battles, Mertyville. And he has a really nice looking team. This is a 42 turn match, pretty beefy. 42, the meaning of life, as we all know. And yep, just a really, really nice looking team. I'm probably gonna get swept by Rejoice and Misfeared, so let's get it going. I got my PU team, which is really a ZU team. But it's been working out pretty consistently, and I really like the Pokemon choices on a personal level. So we're going to go into the lead Kecleon, as Misfeared is here, of course. I'm going to Thunder Wave, hoping he'll Stealth Rock, because I really, really want to paralyze this Misfeared, but unfortunately, gets switched out to Weezing. So we Thunder Wave Weezing, which is alright, but yeah. I don't believe Weezing gets a single turn of paralysis in this whole battle, so yeah, hypothetically it's good, but yeah, so he's going to burn me, which isn't too bad since this is basically tank support. Kecleon, Smack Special Defense, it's really cool. We could just knock him off, go for Stealth Rocks, go for Recover, do whatever. I'm really comfy here. If he does decide to go for Sludge Bomb, he will you know, eventually get resisted damage because I'll turn into a poison type. He does go for Toxic Spikes here, which is actually really bad. I do have a couple, literally 2, ways of getting rid of Toxic Spikes, and that is switching into Arbok, who I really need to get an ability capsule on it so I can get Shed Skin, because the amount of times I switch Arbok into anything and it gets burned is quite a lot. So I guess he may have seen that coming. Goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and once again, just like last time I used this Arbok, switched into Will-O-Wisp where I got burned somehow, and it became fodder way too early. So the match is going to be way, way harder for me now. Although I did actually go to Arbok with intention to fodder it, because it seemed the least useful versus his team. However, you know, getting a coil up and being able to Sucker Punch Misfeared would have been incredibly good. So maybe in hindsight, this is a pretty bad idea. I do make some fantastically bad plays in this match, as well as pretty decent ones too. This is just terrible. We're going for coils for no reason. I don't even go for the Gunk Shot. If I had gone for the Gunk Shot and got the high chance of poisoning it, 30%, with Gunk Shot, that would have really changed things, or helped out anyway. I believe last time I went for a rogue Gunk Shot, I poisoned some Pokemon too. I am going to save Arbok for fodder because I might need to absorb some poison spikes later, and Intimidate is nice to just use, I guess. But it just doesn't seem to help Arbok at all. The poor bastard gets knocked around by a stiff breeze, like a light breeze, really, like a light wind. Just the poor man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it Shed Skin so I can do some crazy boosting strats. Maybe like a Sleep Talk. Who knows? So. Kecleon is in. We're good to knock off here. He is going to go for the smart person play of Psychic and U-turn, and he gets a crit, and it does a lot of damage. But since he just U-turned into Weezing, who I wall anyway, yeah, we can just add some turns to this and recover. So he does go for that Sludge Bomb. Yeah, he'll see that I am color changed now, so if he goes for another Sludge Bomb, it will be resisted. So I actually expect him to switch right now, so I'm going to switch too. It's called a double switch, everybody. We're going to go into Wailord. He does not switch at all, so that's bad. He's going to go for... what is he going to go for? Wailord is exerting that pressure. He goes for nothing because he gets fully paralyzed. So I'm wrong. He gets paralyzed 1 turn this match when I thought he would switch out. So that's actually really bad. Honestly, I think I forgot the Toxic Spikes were even up, so I'm going to weaken Wailord for free for absolutely no reason. And of course he's going to switch out now. We just try to get some damage with Water Spout. It's a nice little chunk. I don't think I see leftovers either. So that's good. So Wailord actually kind of sweeps his team late game. If I weaken all of his Pokemon, I can go for a Surf Sweep or something, because I do have 2 water moves, in case the health gets low, because it always does. We're going to go into Arbok intentionally to fodder it. He crits me again, but he doesn't even kill me. I would have loved for the old burn mechanic to have existed here, so I would have died. Because then I would have been able to switch in like Torterra and, you know, stop his defog, but nah, as it is, terrible. But at least we could try to fodder Arbok again later. So poor Arbok. Yeah, we are going to go into Torterra as he defogs. I'm going to SD as he switches out, I think, which is really kind of too bad. But I mean, like, I could Earthquake here, but it seemed too obvious, and I just wanted to see what he would switch to. So, yeah, he just goes into Wheezing again. I don't want to stay in and have him live on a sliver of red health and then poison me with Sludge Bomb. I just really don't want that. But it turns out he goes for Toxic Spike anyway, so... oh, Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so this is actually really good. It's really, really important I got Kecleon back in. So that's a nice, actually, play. Nice. Well done. Well done, me in the past. So... Wheezing versus Kecleon, I can just recover up. And get those rocks up again. You can defog all you want, but these rocks are coming back. Kecleon is a tank, and he is here to just stare you down. And keep those rocks up. Paralyze everything, go for knockoff. Just such a nice support set, so... he's gonna go for that Psychic one more time. Crits me again. And every time he Psychic me, my special defenses drop too. I think it's every time. So the hex is slathered on a bit here. But it don't matter. It really does not matter, because we got the recover. Yeah, as I said, we get one turn to boost up. Now I know the U-turn is coming. Last time he crit me too, so I'm out of here. Oh, I'm gonna go into Jesse and fodder this thing once and for all. Once and for all. Sorry, man. Like, I don't know. I'll try Shed Skin, because it would be great to boost up on Will-O-Wisping Pokemon, like Solrock, and, you know, there's just a ton of little floating psychic guys that know Will-O-Wisp and stuff. Yeah, so we are going to go for the Sucker Punch. This is pretty good, because we force him to burn his berry, get rid of his item. He did have a berry to reduce dark damage, so that means that knockoff will do a little more. I am burned, however, so you know it'll be reduced. But it's I could wall out his psychic type if I keep. Well, actually, I probably can't because of U-turn. But anyway, it's a nice thought. It's a nice thought. I still want to knock off that psychic type later. So Avalugg is in here. We're going to go for Rapid Spin. That's the whole plan. We fodder, we get a free switch, now we can Rapid Spin. So Avalugg gets out his big old icy balls this match and just kind of walks all over his team. It's really stunning. It's a marvelous, beautiful, breathtaking scene of nature, really. We're gonna roar, because I know that Skuntank is coming out. I was really hoping to drag out his Regice, but no dice. Like, if I was able to get extra damage on it with Roar, like, he's probably that Z one where, God, I can't remember what it is. Psych Up, is it? Well, anyway, where it increases accuracy. No, it's Gravity. Z Gravity, where you increase accuracy and get a special attack boost. Really good for Blizzard and Focus Blast with that Regice set. I'm talking over Crusher's life here. It's really sad. I make another really bad play. I thought he would Will-O-Wisp, because he's Will-O-Wisp every turn. But no, he goes Sludge Bomb. He's will-o-wisp every turn, every other turn with Weezing. Like, I didn't want to go into Rapidash that early, because I thought he would predict the Rapidash coming in and go Sludge Bomb then, but no! He goes Sludge Bomb now, and now, with Life Orb and, attack damage, or, well, attack recoil from Fire Blitz, and that little Sludge Bomb damage, I'm at half here. And I believe the rocks are up at this point. He was able to get them up. I'm just going to go for Flare Blitz. We need damage on this darn defensive Mist Spirit. I don't think it actually is recovery, so that's really, really important to damage it. However, I am going to trade Rapidash for it, and this is arguably terrible, because if he sets up enough with Regice, with Z-Move and Rock Polish, he definitely sweeps me. So let's see what happens. Definitely weakened that giant dreadlock wearing psychic guy. He's gonna go into the totem Pokemon! And it turns out to be a special defensive tank, Alolan Raticate. Look at that, the Surf did absolutely nothing. No damage at all. Wailord doesn't really mind poison too much, however it does pretty much ruin Water Spout. But being a Choice Scarf Pokemon, it doesn't really need a lot of health to be good at its job, per se. So I'm going to hope for the best, switch into Avalugg. He goes Super Fang, activates my Agua Berry, which heals me a ton, and now I can go Rapid Spin again. It's fantastic! Avalugg just getting those icy balls out, just swinging them about, just telling everybody, hey, I may be one of the most forgettable and ugliest designed Pokemon of all time, but we can do some work. So, yeah, we get up that Rapid Spin. This invites the Defog from him, but there's not really anything I can do about it. I recover on the Defog, and Skuntank, man, it's a beautiful. You'll see. We're gonna go for that recover, and then I'm gonna click Avalanche so hard. Because after that Defog, he really doesn't have any other choice but to hit me. I'm already poisoned, so he's going for that Crunch. Does nothing. We get a double damage Avalanche, and it's enough to take out Skuntank. However, the Aftermath is activated, the ability Skuntank has, so I get a lot of damage from that, which forces Avalugg to basically fodder itself now. So Regice is here. I click Roar. I click Roar and hope. I just hope that he Rock Polishes or goes for Z. Thunderbolt. It's the best play. He ends my life there. Now we get into Kecleon. My Roar Pokemon is dead, so this is where Regice really starts to get dangerous. I can't really fault Avalugg for that. It kind of kicked everyone's ass and was amazing, but he can't do everything. He was tired at the end of the day. Now we have like a war-torn tank Kecleon to try to pick it up here. We're gonna try to connect a 90% Thunder Wave as he goes for Ice Beam. We do it. We connect it. So this is pretty important. In fact, without the Thunder Wave connecting, I had zero chance of winning this game. But because Thunder Wave is connected, and because Thunder Wave is a move in Pokemon, yeah, we're able to take back the momentum immediately. This this does mean that if he was to decide to Rock Polish up 2 more times, he would still sweep me. So I was really scared, as Tommy Pickles would say on Rugrats, scared. Really scared that he would just set up on Kecleon, because Kecleon can't touch Regice at all. Like, Recover is great, sure, whatever, but what would Knockoff do? 2 damage? So if he had if he had gotten to Rock Polish again, he gets fully paralyzed here. That's what the Paralyze is for. Hey, we get some chip damage on Surf, and now I'm going to switch straight into Happy Tree. Let me explain this play. He was either going to Ice Beam, and I lose the whole game, or he was going to Rock Polish, and I lose the whole game, The only chance for me to win the game is to predict the Thunderbolt, and thankfully he goes for it. I am a ground type, so I absorb it, does 0 damage, and now I can go for the Bloom Doom. Total reversal. I'm not sure if I needed the chip damage, but I felt in my gut that I needed to get some chip on Regice. Like, even though, like, a physical, like, 185 base grass attack is probably, you know, probably will sweep the floor with Regice, like, I don't want to underestimate it. So now he's got his big tank, Eradicate. I am going to set up on that, just so I can take out that really annoying Mew-Spirit later. So he goes for the Super Fang. That's fine. We're going to go for that Wood Hammer. He's damaged from the rocks and from switching it over and over and stuff like that. Yeah, we just take him out with the Wood Hammer, and now it's Torterra time, man. Torterra is here. He's got the big Wood Hammer, and he's passing judgment upon the land. And he decides who lives and dies. Zaplarang? Shall you live? I think not. My judgment is final. Yeah, so, great. We, really cheesy win there, versus Mertyville, but I had to go for the Thunder Wave, man. And he crit me so much. Poor Arbok. Okay, so that was a really refreshing and wonderful match. Thank you very much, Mertyville, for this. If you enjoyed the video, comment, like, subscribe. Pulse!